According to eImport's coffee statistics, 50% of Americans over the age of 18 years old drink coffee on a daily basis. That number represents 150 million coffee users per day. Out of that number, I bet very slim of them know any information about the coffee they are drinking. Did you know where coffee came from? No. Coffee was first discovered in Ethiopia by a goat herder named Kaldi. He was letting his goats feed off of a peaberry tree when he noticed their abundance of energy that they got. He took those cherries off of the tree to a local monastery to a monk that he knew. The monk made the cherries into a drink, and coffee spread the world. Coffee comes from a peaberry tree covered with leaves and cherries. Here's a picture of the cherries on the coffee tree. You can see that they grow in a continuous cycle. There are ones just starting out and ones that are almost full grown. There you go, Gerald.
And you're on that.
So the cherries grow in a continuous cycle. It takes about a year for a cherry to mature after its first flowering. It takes the tree 5 years growing to reach its full fruit production. The trees can live up to 100 years, and they are most productive between the years of 7 to 20. In the world today, the 3 top coffee producing countries are Colombia, Vietnam, and Ethiopia. In the United States, Hawaii is the only place that produces coffee. Now I'm going to get into the myth of light versus dark coffee. Now, how many of you prefer your coffee light compared to dark? So about half of you. How many of you think that the stronger the coffee means that it's darker? That would be a myth. Just because a coffee is lighter does not mean it is weaker. So during the roasting process, the coffee reaches about 350 to 400 degrees. During that process, the coffee bean loses its mass and the density changes. So a lighter bean is going to be smaller and obviously lighter in color, where a darker bean is going to be bigger because it expands during the roasting process and with the longer duration of roasting. Because the temperature does not exceed over 470 degrees, the caffeine of the bean stays about the same over all roasting levels. So the myth of the darker, the stronger is not true. It's all according to the taste and what you would prefer. Now you wonder where you might go to get a cup of coffee. Well, this all depends on if you like more flavor forward or more coffee flavors of drinks. If you like more flavor forward, as 60% of coffee drinkers prefer additives such as sugars, flavors, and cream, you might want to go to places such as Starbucks, Scooters, or Caribou. If you like more coffee forward drinks and flavors, you might want to try some local places here in Sioux City such as Coffee Kings or Stone Brew, which 33% of coffee drinkers prefer black coffee. So the next time you have coffee, you can appreciate the rich history and bushels of work that are blended into the most basic beverage that help you get through your daily grind.
Math, that should have been 20 seconds.